Hi, my name is Samantha Sanchez. I'm the president and CEO of Sam's Covers, a nonprofit organization where our motto is Kids Helping Kids. We provide blankets and other comforting items to kids at risk, ages 0 to 18. My team and I organize events where members of my community gather together to make these blankets by hand. My goal is to empower young kids to make a difference in their community. For more information, please visit our website at samscovers.com. I'm going to be showing you how we make our fleece blankets. Here we have 2 yards of fleece folded vertically. We only use blizzard and anti-pill fleece. It is important in purchasing only these 2 types because they are the best when cutting. For this project, you will need fabric scissors to ensure clean cuts on the blanket. You can buy these at any craft store or on Amazon. Because the blanket is folded in half vertically, this should make the blanket more symmetrical and make the process go by faster. Our first step is to cut the fringe off the edge of the blanket. As you can see, the blanket has this sort of fringe along the edge where the material has folded up onto itself. You can also see these tiny little dots that we'll use as a guide to see how much fabric we have to cut off. Before you start cutting, make sure that the rough edges of the blanket are lined up along the whole side. Use the dots, as you can see here inside the fabric, as a guide to where to cut. This is an example of a blanket that has the white fringe, so use the white as a guide to see how much fringe you have to cut. After cutting off the fringe, you'll want to fold the corner into a triangle, ensuring that the sides of the triangle are the same length as the blade of your fabric scissors. Now that we've created a triangle, we will cut along the side of the blanket. Since our fleece is folded in half, we will only have to make this cut on 2 of the corners. On the second corner, you can use your cutout as a stencil for where to make your next cut. Cutting out the squares will ensure that the final product will have a nice crisp corner. After this, the majority of the hard work is done. So now what you're gonna do is make strips the same length as your scissors that are going to be 1 inch in width. When cutting the strips, make sure that they are the same length as the square that you cut out. A reminder that you're going to be cutting both pieces of fabric at the same time. Once you get to the end, you will have a thick piece because the fabric is folded in half. So you'll want to take your scissors and go through the crease and make one last cut. So now you can see that the one thick piece turned into 2. Then I'm going to repeat the same process on the opposite side. Now that we've cut strips all along the 3 open edges of the fleece, we will start tying them. So the first tie you want to make is where you cut your square. So this square is traditionally called a square knot, but basically it's the same knot you make at the beginning of tying your shoes. And you want to make sure that you do this twice to ensure that the strips will undo. When you're tying the knots, make sure that you're tying the 2 pieces next to each other and not the pieces that are top and bottom. You don't want to connect the 2 sides of the blanket because remember, we have the blanket folded in half, but ultimately this will make one blanket. We will repeat the same process on the opposite side. When you're tying, you want to make sure that you do tie your first knot where you cut the square, because that will ensure that you will have an even number of ties. If you ever have an uneven number of strips, you can just tie the strip onto itself. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is a really fun and easy activity to do with your kids and with all your family. If you would like to help out by making these completed blankets, please reach out to us on social media. We have an Instagram, which is Sam's Covers with an underscore at the end, and we have a Facebook page. If you would like to donate monetary funds, please visit our website at samscovers.com, and there's a blue donate button on the upper right-hand corner. Thank you so much for supporting Sam's Covers. Have a blessed day.